Hello and welcome. I'm Aubrey Wagner and you're watching the Grand Colorado on Peak 8 Experience. In this show, we will learn how a local company called Breckenridge Grand Vacations has provided thousands of families outstanding vacations for more than 30 years. I'll also take you along to learn about the newest member of the Breckenridge Grand Vacations family, the Grand Colorado on Peak 8. We will learn why this resort is one of the most desirable slopeside locations in all of the world. So sit back, relax, and stay with me, Aubrey Wagner, as we experience the Grand Colorado on Peak 8. Thanks for joining me. I am standing with Mike Dudick, one of the owner and developers of Breckenridge Grand Vacations, and we are standing on the patio of Robbie's Tavern at the Bergenhof, inside the Grand Colorado on Peak 8. Mike, can you tell us what's so special about this restaurant to you as well as Breckenridge Grand Vacations?
Yeah, I'll try and do it without crying. Robbie's Tavern is named after Rob Millizer, co-founder of Breckenridge Grand Vacations, my business partner, along with his brother Mike. Rob was in Nepal doing humanitarian work in October 2015. He was with a group of 3 doctors, and he was actually delivering, it's called safe birthing kits from one village to another. And he was hiking from one to the next and sat down and had a heart attack and passed away. Rob had been here for nearly 30 years at that point, helping to build and develop our business. We opened this building in December of 2016. It was only natural to name it in honor of Rob.
Sure.
He did so much for our company and so much for the community. Business is one thing, but the community is another thing entirely. And one thing that the legacy of Rob leaves behind is for our company is to give back tirelessly through time, treasure, and talent to our town, and to do lots of great things to give back to this community that's been so good to us as business owners, to our employees, and to the owners and guests that come and visit us at our resorts at Breckenridge Grand Vacations. Absolutely, and you can't beat the beer selection as well as the drinks. I know there's some Rob Light Guinness and Bud Light, and they're both there. And there's a couple of drink selections on the back. Rob was from Cleveland, hence the Woof Woof on the back of the menu.
There you
and
go.
For some bizarre reason, his favorite song was Edmund Fitzgerald, and so there's an Edmund Fitzgerald drink on the back as well. So come on in, whether you're here summer or winter, and enjoy a great scene, awesome food and drink. It's an awesome place to sit, great views of the entire valley, and Rob would love to have hung out in here with you and gotten to genuinely know you.
And it's probably the best patio open to the public in Breckenridge that people can enjoy.
I can't think of a better one.
Me neither. Let's talk about Breckenridge Grand Vacations and that family
Sure.
of resorts. What can you walk us through how it began and what those properties are?
In 1984, Mike and Rob's father, Ken, built a Gold Point Resort, which is on the east side of the valley, looking with awesome views, looking at the ski resort. Tried to sell it as a condominium development and didn't sell.
Okay.
And so they converted it back in the mid-'80s to timeshare. Mike and Rob came along right out of college and started selling timeshare at Gold Point. Mm-hmm. I moved to Breckenridge in 1988 and had a publishing and advertising business. I'm getting old. Had a publishing and advertising business for about 10 years, and I sold my publishing business and invested the proceeds with Mike and Rob when they had just finished selling Gold Point. We're moving on to Grand Timber Lodge and started Grand Timber. And one of the things that we like to think about our resorts as they evolve, and there's 4 of them now, is to learn from our mistakes and to learn from what other people are doing in the industry, in the resort industry, to make the resorts better and better. And so if we're fortunate enough to have you as an owner at Gold Point or Grand Timber or Peak 7 or Peak 8 now, you can see how the evolution of the resorts go and how the amenities get better and better, and the things that we add to it. It's because of our experiences of staff, and most importantly, experiences of the guests to see what they want. And here to Peak 8, which just opened in December of this year, and we think it's the penultimate resort of what we've done. It's an accumulation of 30 years worth of being in the resort business and delivering awesome vacations to people. 55% of our business is our owners coming back to buy additional increments of time for us. And to me, that's the greatest statement of faith and belief in what we're doing, and happiness on the part of the owners. I like to say that we're in the vacation business. which we are, because we sell vacations to people, but really what we talk about around our company is that we're in the smile business. And as corny as that sounds, if the people that are staying here on property aren't smiling, then we're not doing something right. And we go up about and try and fix it. And so we like to make sure that everybody that works here has a smile, and everyone that leaves here has the biggest and best smile of their vacation year.
What a fantastic place for people to enjoy the amenities and enjoy a property like Grand Colorado.
One of the things that I think is really cool, and lots of you out there with extended family, how hard it is to get your family together for a vacation. And one of the things that happens is that you pick a week on the year, we're going to come in the middle of March, and everybody knows that. So now there's no negotiations with the siblings and grandkids. We're just going to be here then, and everyone shows up, and it happens year after year. You see the same families getting bigger and checking in and smiling, and they're so psyched to be back in Breck. And so I think that's one of the coolest things about what we do.
Absolutely. You can't really argue with getting family together, getting friends together, and in a spectacular place.
But sometimes you get your family together, there'll be arguments too, right?
Right, but then you have the amenities to steer you back on track. Well, thanks, Mike, for speaking with us.
Sure.
We'll be back with Mike later on in the show to talk about the story behind BGV and why a commitment to family is so important to them. Stay with us. We have much more of the Grand Colorado on Peak 8 experience coming up.